Welcome, guys. Another week of puck talk with Fern and Mac. I'm still having trouble saying that. I don't know why.
Well, you could almost say something else. So
Yeah,
it
stumble over
slipped of the
words. Yeah,
tongue.
they're too close to each other, same amount of letters. You know what we're talking about. Anyway,
uh,
don't do that. We will not be having that type of talk. Um,
no, we will not.
but puck talk because it's heating up. Everybody's got like 12 games left. Uh, we got a lot of good hockey coming up uh, in our futures, Mac.
Tonight, actually.
Yeah, tonight's a big night. Um, we'll get to that in a second. Real quick, I'm gonna know you guys again. Once again, like, subscribe, share, all that wherever you listen to us, whether it's through audio or video. You know what to do. Yeah,
Yes.
keep bugging, but yes, uh, yeah, things are heating up in the playoff races, and that's what we're probably gonna be talking about till the next 2 weeks. You all right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Why did that make you go upside down?
No, I'm watching
Sorry, I
you
didn't know you could.
I'm watching you out of the corner of
Are
my
you
eye,
seasick?
and
Okay,
like you
sorry.
kind of did
Yes,
like
I'm
a
good now. I'm
kind of did
good
like
now.
a you kind of did like a thing, and I think obviously because you're on your phone, spoiler alert
Right.
for people, I guess your phone kind of relocated it, and it did
Yeah,
like a
sorry.
spin like you were on a roller coaster. I was like, "You good?" That's what I was like. But
Thought I was
anyway,
being nonchalant.
things are heating up. So in the East, it's probably the closest I would say that we have people, and yeah,
Yeah, Caps are sneaking up on you guys.
yeah, the Caps are sneaking up on our
Not
butts.
liking that.
The Flyers. Caps have 79 points. They currently own the last wild card spot because the Detroit Red Wings have had a horrible month and a half,
It's a shame.
and they are 78 points. So they're a point back of the Caps. So they're not fully dead. Do they play each other tonight? No, I think they play each other tonight. Actually,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, I think that's what you said earlier when we were talking.
yes. So they do. They play each other tonight. It's in Washington. So that'll a little wild card preview. They're fighting for it. We'll see what happens. Uh, Caps 79 points. The Flyers 81. So the Caps, they're in the wild card right now. They could sneak up to that last spot. Um, so that is going to be tight in the East. I think the next closest, well, we talked about Detroit, but the next closest team is the Islanders with 75, and then the Devils 74. So yeah, um,
Devils kind of fell apart too. No, I mean
mm,
not just recently, but I'm saying since the beginning of the season when we talked.
yeah, it never materialized. Um,
Do they still have a lot of guys hurt? Because I know you kept saying
I
that,
think
but
they're like in and out. I think honestly their biggest problem is goalie, and they tried. They kind of
oh,
tried
that's right,
to. They at the deadline they pulled the whole switch where they
right. I remember that now.
traded for Jake Allen to get a decent vet, and then they traded Vanacek to um the Sharks for in exchange for their starting goalie. And it was I don't know. It hasn't really worked.
Work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's always next year.
In the West, there's a battle for the last not wild card spot between you guys and the Kings. Um,
You mean for third or
yeah, for
for
third
yeah.
in the Pacific, there's a battle there with between you
Good
guys
for
and
the
the Kings.
Kings.
Well,
This
actually, for second and third, because the Oilers only have 88 points, the Kings have 87, and you guys have 85. So you could end up the second seed if you win some games,
love to
and
see the
those
Oilers
people
get
lose.
out of it.
Yeah, and those people lose. But
Love to
um,
see that for the Oilers.
you guys have a big one tonight against Nashville, which
I
is
know, I see that.
the first wild card seed right now. So I mean, you could move up and get a better wild card. Who knows?
But it's in Nashville, right?
Yeah, it's in Nashville, 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is good for us. Uh,
Well, yeah.
listen, we're recording early, so you won't hear a lot of the score like you usually do when we record this
True.
and we
Yeah.
talk about the games. The second we're done, these games are going to start, and
hmm
we can watch all of them because they're all the good games are in our time zone.
Okay. And talk about it next week.
Yeah, because we already talked about Nashville and Vegas. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. We have Flyers, Rangers, 7 p.m. Eastern. We have Panthers, Bruins, 7 p.m. Eastern. And all those
Uh,
games, those final two games I talked about, have a lot of. I know we're talking about the wild cards and the final spots, but there's a lot going on at top for the President's Trophy, a trophy that people are very superstitious about winning because it hasn't amount to anything recently. It's the best record hasn't gotten anybody anywhere recently, uh, especially not winning the cup. Uh,
but it's not if they win it, it's just if they touch it, right?
no, 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 no. You're talking about You're getting
Oh,
ahead of
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
It's
Oh,
the
excuse me.
that's the trophy when they win the conference championship, like right before going to the
Sorry.
Stanley Cup. This is
Yeah.
the trophy that's given to the best overall team, like points. Like Boston won it last year. Obviously, they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
great
Okay. I don't
season.
know why I was thinking that was the same. Okay.
Um, the year before was the Panthers. They got the President's Trophy. Got knocked out in the first round, I think. Like it hasn't been good in recent years for people to win the President's Cup because they haven't gone past the second round. So right
Well, the
now,
good news is neither of our teams will get it, so that won't
yes,
be.
that is the good news. Right now, the Rangers and the Canucks are tied for the most points in the league at the moment with 98. Uh, a lot of teams are tied with 97, so there's a big race for because the President's Trophy is given. It doesn't matter the side of the league as long as.
Right, right, right.
So right now, behind them, 97 points. There is one, two, three, four, five. There's five teams with 97 points on both sides, and that is Dallas, Colorado, Carolina, Boston, and Florida. So a lot of points there, those guys. So I think some of these guys are like wishing they won't win it because of the curse. I'm sure they are.
Well, I think a lot of those guys don't believe in that crap, but I do think you're right. A lot do. Like the whole thing with the one I was talking about,
Yeah.
touching it and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I knew like of it, I wouldn't do it myself. But and I'm not like one of
Yeah,
those,
you're
but
kind
I
of
still wouldn't just
superstitious.
because I would. What'd you say?
I said you're kind of superstitious. So
I guess my mama made me that way. So yeah, I kind of am a little bit.
yeah,
And I wouldn't want to do it and make the whole team pay for it. So yeah, I wouldn't mess
you
with
don't
it.
want to be the one, is what you.
Yeah, and it would be me, so I wouldn't want to. No.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think with those things, you gotta believe in it
I know.
to give it some truth. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not a player,
Yeah.
so I don't have to believe in it. I'm just going by the convenient stats behind it that basically say like, hey, not necessarily the touching one, but this one like
Right.
hasn't worked out for the last like I guess would say the last five President's Trophy winners. I think it is.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. There's a lot of exciting late season hockey, and I think that's what the league wanted, and they're getting it
Yeah. You're not kidding.
because a lot of listen, even though like we think there's a lot, most of these teams have like 11 games, 12 games left, depending. Some people have a little bit less. Like the Flyers only have 10.
Oh wow.
Um,
I didn't realize that.
like even with that, you have all the way down to Buffalo. That's, I mean, it's probably the longest shot out of the East because they have 73.
Hmm.
Like they're only 6 points away from the final wild card and at the moment, and the Caps, which have 79. So even Buffalo at 73 still has a shot. It's a long one, but
Yeah.
it's like their games are gonna matter to them and to like their fans, and I think that's what
Yeah.
the league wants. Even I guess you could say, even though this is a bigger long shot, Pittsburgh has 70 points. I don't think they're gonna do anything
I
to.
don't think there's any. I mean, I know I get it, the chance,
Yeah,
but yeah. What's a That's a shame. I mean, I know you don't care, and it's not a shame to you, but it's
no,
a shame that last couple of years they've been
it's
whatever.
it's the age. I told you this.
I mean, they got a lot of talent,
Oh,
but
they do, but it's
it's old talent. I get it.
it's unfortunate, but that's just the way life goes. You can't. That's my opinion, and I think it's showing in the records. The Caps are trying to prove us wrong, but they also did get rid of they did try to get younger at the deadline a little bit. Like their GM actually said that out loud. Uh, and maybe that's what's sparking this run. But uh, yeah, like I think when you break down like they're really good players, they're all over a certain age, and it's kind of like, they're a little
Yeah.
slower than before. I'm not saying
Well,
they're
yeah,
talented,
it
but
does happen.
yeah. So I think they just need to, and they traded away. I mean, he's 29, about to be 30, but they traded away Gensel at the
Yeah.
deadline, which I heard Crosby was pissed. I don't haven't read further up on it. It was just a little like quote. Like I don't think he ever like he doesn't speak out, but somebody, I guess somebody leaked
Right. Well, yeah.
that he wasn't happy about that because they've been playing on the same line for several years now. So, um, yeah, this stuff happens unfortunately,
Yep.
and
Well, um, I know we were talking about it at work the other day about Tom Wilson. Um, and when I brought it up about the 6 game suspension, at first I was like, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous, but the way I read it and then when I watched it, completely different. When I read it, they were like, oh, well, it could have gone either way. No, I watched it. I mean, I don't know. It was pretty,
so I will
I don't
say
know.
you do have a little bit of a bias towards good old
No,
Tom.
I like him. I mean, I think he's hot,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm saying. You have a bias.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. But
towards
no, I
him.
mean, I know he's trouble on the ice. I get that. But I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is
Wow. Did you
what?
see the video? I'm watching it right now as
I know
we're
that's what I'm
talking.
saying. It was a legit, like, he should have gotten in trouble for it. But 6 games, I don't know. That seems like.
You just swung that to the face. Was
But
that
then
Domi?
it. But then apparently, no,
Oh,
I don't think it was
Noah.
Domi, wasn't.
No, it was Gregor.
But
Okay.
then, like literally right after he was checking on him to make sure he was okay. So it's like, well, that's what I read. It didn't look like it in the video.
Yeah. So speaking
He
of that,
needs,
he's
but
not going to appeal it.
yeah.
So I think that has to start now before they get to the playoffs. Because if they do make the playoffs, I think you kind of want Tom there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so he won't appeal the 6 games. So he's going to serve the 6 game, and he also has to pay well, they call it forfeit, but he has to pay $161,000 fine.
Yeah. I mean, you should.
So you forfeit that over here, sir.
I right. Thank you.
I'll
Yeah. Send
suspend
that to
you.
Fern and Mac. You know what I mean?
I'll suspend you, and you can deposit that here.
Exactly.
It would really help. Just saying.
Yeah.
But
Then
yeah,
I'd really get it. And then have a background like you.
yeah, we'll get you set up. We might be able to do it in person. So
Mm.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
um,
True.
um, yeah, that's happening. Oh, also, the Penguins found the missing bobbleheads that I brought up, I guess, last week
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They did.
for Yager. Yeah,
So where were they?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was like some big, like you said it like it was some big conspiracy.
Yeah,
Somebody like
yeah,
stole
they
them.
secured it. Yeah, according to
Well,
Amazon.
that's good. I was worried. Mm.
A special cargo recovery team renegotiated or negotiated the return of the stolen property
Okay.
to a secure warehouse in Ontario, California.
Well, that is top news, I have to say.
They're saying pirates got to it and they negotiated it.
Wow.
So I guess, pirates in the Pacific really wanted some
I must have missed
Yager
that on
bobbleheads.
MSN today when I was reading about the news.
I don't know. I guess the pirates really wanted some Yager bobbleheads.
Loot, some loot.
Yeah. Well, they got something. I don't know how that works. I didn't know there was such a thing as the um special cargo recovery team, whatever that
You
is.
can't make this stuff up, I gotta say.
No, like there's a lot of things we don't know about. A lot of
There
government
is
sub things that
a lot of everyday things I don't know about. So
that's
there you
true.
have it.
Yeah, there it is. But you know about hockey, and that's why we're here. So that's
I
the
know.
part that matters.
That's right.
Yeah.
Um, so you already said the games that you have tonight, but are there other games for the week that you have?
Yes. Let's get to that because tonight is very exciting. I'm more excited about the fact that I'll be able to enjoy them
I
live.
know. I'm so
Because
sorry I interrupt your every week doing this.
no, 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 that's not
Just
it. I'm
kidding.
talking about like because like some of them happen at 10.
West
It's
Coast.
hard for
Yeah.
me to when well, look. I think
It's
I
hard
brought
for you to stay awake at your age. I know, I get it.
yeah.
I'm the same
Well,
way.
I think I brought this up on the episode after I came back from California, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one advantage I will say about California, obviously, the weather for most part is, in most parts of California, very nice, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it's very pricey, so that's a negative. But most things are nowadays, I guess. Places, I should say. Maybe the
Yes.
middle, maybe where you're going next week is a little cheaper.
I'll speak
Figure it
to it.
out. Find out rent prices while you're there for me.
I will let you know.
Um, I'll be a rodeo clown for uh
I know. I'm
Labor Day.
excited about the rodeo.
Yeah. But the one thing that I did enjoy, and this is something that I wanted to experience and finally experienced it, was being because everything runs on Eastern time. Because obviously,
Yeah,
the
but don't
way
you
the
think that's annoying when you're out there? Like all the main shows start at like 5 o'clock. That's crazy.
but think about it in the sense of sports. I'm thinking about it the sense of sports. I don't care. I
Because
obviously
that is
know
life. Sports are life.
unless the show is live, it doesn't it happens at the time it's supposed to be.
Right. Okay.
Like unless the show is live. So like
Got it.
if you ever have a cable and for some reason they have like TNT West, like they'll replay the same thing you did like a couple hours behind. But
Got it.
uh for sports wise, and I experienced it there, there's nothing better, especially like I want to experience it during a full football Sunday because I experienced it during football playoff, but there was only 2 games.
Hmm.
But imagine a football Sunday where on football Sunday, for the most part, once 1 o'clock hit, 1 o'clock hit Eastern, I'm locked in, right? I know this is not
Locked
the
and
show.
loaded.
Locked in until depending on the Sunday night game, I'm locked in until about 11, right? Think about it this way. I'm on the West Coast. I'm locked in from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and I could still either do something at 8 p.m. after the football is done, or I can get to bed at a recent decent time and not be tired because I had to stay up till 11.
I feel like that should be your next move. You should probably go out there just for the sports alone. Forget work.
Yeah,
Just the sports.
I mean the sports could turn to work. That's
Exactly.
that's what we're trying to do here. Um,
Exactly.
anyway, but that was the thing. I can't watch the West Coast games. I love that these 3 big games are on 7 to 8, and then I have screens. I'm gonna have them on. Uh, so games. I was in the middle of that.
Sorry.
No, I'm the one who who
Oh, that's true.
Lightning Lightning Bruins tomorrow. That's always a good rivalry, I guess you could say. Um,
Did you say the Flyers and the Rangers were playing tonight? I'm just
yeah,
watching. And okay,
yeah.
that'll be good. I can't wait
We
to turn
took
that
care
on.
of tonight. We took care of tonight. Um, yeah. So Thursday we got Hurricanes Red Wings. If you still believe in the Red Wings, uh, the Knights against the Jets. It's just going to be a good game. Rangers Avalanche, Kings Oilers. Oh, Thursday looks good
Oh,
too,
that
but
should be
they're
good.
all late games.
Oh, great.
Kings Oilers, Stars Canucks. The Knights game on that night, it's in Winnipeg, so it's at 8. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so there you go.
Well, good.
Um, Saturday, what do we got Saturday? Something good. Ooh, Saturday, one of your favorite games. It's a 3:30 game. Uh, Knights at the Wild,
All right, all right, all
3:30.
right.
Favorite game.
Wait,
Oh,
is it home? Is it home for us though, or is it?
no, it's at the Wild. It's in Minnesota.
I feel like we played them last time there.
Yeah, well, you play them like 6 times a year.
Did
So,
we play them that much? I don't know about that.
oh, I think it's 4. You do
That
two,
was a
two and
little
two.
dramatic.
You do 2 and 2.
Okay.
2 home, 2 away. Golden Knights. Yeah, and then before that's Red Wings Panthers. Once again, we still believe in the Red Wings.
I prefer the Red Wings over the Panthers, but that's
Avalanche Preds, which could help you guys out.
yeah, Avalanche all the way.
You still believe in the Caps? They play the Bruins that
No,
on Saturday night.
never have, never have. Go
Okay.
Bruins, go on that one.
Yeah. And then that's really it. Not Sunday, only one game. It's Ducks Canucks.
Last night was
What is
only
this
two. It
game?
was kind of boring.
Yeah, but it's Ducks Canucks, and that's the only game. I don't know why, but I mean,
Oh,
whoever's gonna watch that, have fun. I never in my life I would thought I'd never want to watch a Ducks game with my nostalgia to the Mighty Ducks. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch them play the Canucks. That team's horrible.
I'm sure there'll be wrestling or NASCAR on for you, so
NASCAR will be on for sure. I know
you'll
that.
find something to do. See,
NASCAR.
it
Well,
all works out.
the
It all
tournament's
works
on.
out.
The tournament's on.
Oh,
It's back
oh,
next
that's
weekend.
right. Yes,
So, but anyway, NASCAR will be on
I'm so excited.
3:30 from Richmond.
It's Easter.
That too. I'll be at mom's. Um,
Exactly. So you should be paying attention to your mother.
and the NASCAR after. Food will be
Oh,
eaten.
well.
We're not a dinner people. We're lunch people.
Oh, all right.
The family, not like my people in general.
Yeah,
I
got
speak
it.
for them. But yeah, that's
Next
all. That's all
next
I
week
got on
we
the
should
games. Before we say goodbye to people, how are you feeling about next week?
um
Traveling.
okay, well, yeah. But I realized, like I told you, we won't be able to do it Tuesday, so we'll have to do it Wednesday.
Oh
And there's
yeah.
a time difference, so it'll all work out. Pretty
Well,
excited about it.
we're gonna figure it out Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, we'll figure it out, guys. But she's gonna be
South
coming to us
Dakota.
coming to us
Eight
live from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where she would be for her daughter's hockey nationals.
Nationals.
Nationals, the big thing. What is it? Under 13? Under
14U.
under 14. Okay, under 14. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And then your son and your husband are going to be in Detroit.
Yes, and that's just
They're
the
in nationals too.
2010s. Yeah.
That's under 14 as well, right?
That's 13. So
Yeah.
2010s. They
Yeah.
go, it's different for them.
By year, like birth year. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and that's gonna be a big one because Caesars is in it and all that.
Yeah, Little Caesars, which is we brought up, coached by can't think of his name right now. You said it last.
Ryan, I
Ryan
can't
Kessler.
find never what is it?
Ryan Kessel. Ryan
Yeah.
Kessler.
Kessler and his son. Yeah. Yep.
I think they used to play together one season. Kessler and Kessel. It was something.
Well, that's confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, that should be
We'll see how that
fun.
goes. Yeah.
I can't wait to ask you about Sioux Falls. No offense to the people who live there for a living, but
It's gonna be fun.
I mean,
All
it might
400 of us.
change your mind. You might
I
realize
mean,
you like Sioux Falls. You like the rodeo.
absolutely.
And what day's the rodeo? Because we got to work
Friday
around that
night.
too.
Friday night.
Okay, all right. So
I'll take pictures. Don't worry.
it'll be Wednesday that we have to do this.
It'll be like you're there with me.
Yeah, well, our audience will be there
That's
with
right.
us, I guess.
That's right.
But yeah, big weekend that weekend. You got nationals. I got another thing that has nothing to do with this podcast, but I'm excited.
And it is
Well, another thing you make fun of me for.
NASCAR or wrestling.
Or it's wrestling.
All right.
The big weekend
What?
in Philadelphia. So yeah, you're being sarcastic. I get it.
A little bit, but that's not nice.
But yeah, be big
But
weekend.
as long as you're excited about it, I'm excited for you.
Listen, I've never been to the big one as they.
Oh, well, that'll be good.
I was waiting for them to come to Philly, and it's been years in the making.
Here you going with Brendan?
No, Brendan does not like wrestling. He would be on your side. So of the coin. No.
Up high, Brendan. Up high.
I have other friends.
Yeah.
I have other friends. Brendan's one of my best friends, but I have other friends.
All right. Well, you'll have fun.
I will, and you'll have fun at nationals, and hopefully we come up with some trophies.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. But until then, you guys enjoy all the hockey tonight.
Yeah.
Enjoy it tonight, especially. And I mean, the rest of the week's there's gonna be some good games, but tonight is jam packed.
Yes.
Even though this is coming out after these games are played, as you always know, we do the day before. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Next week, a little bit of a schedule change, but she said it. She told you why, and it's fine.
Yes.
We're okay with that.
Yep.
But she's going to be coming live from Sioux Falls. I'm going to be live from where I usually am. But just look out for it. That's all I got.
Yes. All right. Well, go Knights, go.
There it is.